I'm live. All right, let's see. Let's see who joins us today. I'm actually going to make a quick Instagram story while everyone comes in. Hello, hello. Let me make a quick story. Hi, everyone. Hello. So we are live right now for our YouTube chat. Obviously, about our YouTube. Let's re-record that. Hey girl, hey sweet lady, hey CJ Thompson. How are y'all doing? How is the weather where y'all at? Let me know. Can we just do a brief mental health check? How are y'all doing today? Let me know, okay? Make sure my hair looks good, okay? Hey everyone, come join us now on YouTube Live as we discuss our MSN Hair Growth Challenge. Oh, my nose is like running. Oh, Miss V, where in Texas are you? Are you guys getting do you guys have electricity and heat and everything? Are y'all doing good? Hey Juan. Oh, you're in Florida, Juan. Hey. Prairie, and yes, we have it all. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Cold in Connecticut. It's cold over here too. We're in Philly here. Veronica says, I'm in Dallas. We have electricity now. Oh, good. So is it true? I heard that they were raising the rates for electricity. Like somebody said they had a $10,000 electric bill. Is that true? Because that's ridiculous. Hey Terry. Hey Miss V. Hey lady. Oh, from Cape Verde. Oh, let me just get this. Let me grab one thing, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Everything in Fort Worth is getting back what we now call normal. Yeah. Veronica says depends on what company you have. That's so crazy. Your bill was $753. Now, do y'all really have to pay that? Is the government going to do something to like work that out? Sassy Rary, that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand why they raised the rates. First, y'all didn't have electricity, and then they raised the rates. Sounds like the wonderful US economy, right? I need someone to explain this whole situation. Wholesale works good when normal, but in this situation, it triples. That's crazy. That is crazy. My parents are actually in Texas, but they're from El Paso. That's where I'm from. And I can't say they're from. They live in El Paso. And they thankfully didn't have any issues with power going out or anything. But it's just so crazy to hear that. P. Jones says, glad to be here with everyone from NYC. Hello, hello, everyone. All right. Sassy River said, that's what I'm thinking. You have no lights. Where does $700 or $6,000 bill? Yeah, I really don't know. I feel like I need to look a little bit more into the situation or read up a little bit more into it because I think it has something to do with the wholesale electricity, which I'm not really sure much about. Oh, hey, Jovi. She says she's under the dryer with using her oat and aloe deep conditioner. Oh, that's wonderful, sis. I know your hair is going to be thanking you. I'm actually going to be washing my hair probably today. I'll be making a new DIY for y'all, actually for Tip Tuesday, including some of these ingredients you see right here. Um, Let me see. Stephanie Edwards, governor says he is trying to work out to where families won't have to pay these enormous rates. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I feel like nobody should have to pay that much. That's just unreasonable. All right, y'all. So I won't hold y'all up too much long. But how are you guys doing? We are officially in week 5, or starting week 5 of our MSN Hair Growth Challenge. Um, and basically, we will be taking a 1/4 of a teaspoon of MSM powder every single day. Again, this is the MSM powder I'm using. So I'll be using 2 of the scoops here. They are 1/8 scoops. So I'm actually just getting my little drink together. Sweet lady says, I'm in love with your DIYs. Thank you, boo. You always be supporting me, girl. But we're gonna take our first time, well, live crafting a shampoo, actually. I just give it away, right? So I have all of these things here we'll be crafting. Uh, Definitely we'll be infusing it with some herbs as well. So it'll be a wonderful new project. It should be extra fun. Lots of fun things. But let's see. My girlfriend is in Dallas. She has lights and water since yesterday. Hasn't got the electric bill yet. Well, I hope she doesn't freak out when she sees her electric bill. P. Jones. Terry Jones says, I've noticed my eyelashes are growing. Yeah. I wish my eyelashes would grow. My eyebrows are growing like really fast. I need them to like slow down. So I actually need to go and get mine plucked. But let me know, how's everyone doing? Oh, Knight decided to come in the room. Some Karen Johnson says, what other suggestions, hi baby, do you have for the MSM? It does not dissolve in oil, sinks to the bottom. Karen, I made the recipe for a spray, and you can add it to your hair mask, Aerobatic hair mask. And this week I'll be showing you how to add it to your shampoos. Hi baby. Kenny says, hello, I grow 1 inch so far. I use the MSN internally, and I complemented it with onion leave-in spritz, no smell, natural MSN, and vitamins with MSN. I do the full recommended dose from start. BCB SMA. I don't know what the BCB SMA is, but that's wonderful. I'm glad your hair is growing. I feel like my hair is definitely getting thicker. Um, Again, like I said, I'm not going to do a length check officially until at the end of the challenge, but I definitely feel like it's getting maybe more dense. I don't know. Maybe it's all in your head, right? But yeah, I'm excited to do my length check for you guys. I'm just seeing how everyone is doing with their challenge here. Um, Terry says, Sally, I had to stop taking MSM 4 days ago. Terry, do you mind if I asked you why you had to stop taking it? Were you having too many side effects? Sometimes it's like that. I'm just curious. Maybe you don't want to share that on live. That's fine. That's fair. Uptight Curls by Amanda. Oh, that was such a dog mom tender moment. Thank you. Beautiful dog. Thank you. This is my baby. He loves me. He just follows me around everywhere I go. So it's my baby. Andrea says, yes, I felt my hair getting thicker, less breaking out, more water intake. So definitely worth it. Good, good, good. P. Jones says, MSN going well, no headaches, pain, feeling good. Great, yes. I've been feeling really, really good this week. Again, y'all know, especially with the working out, I have not had any like additional pain. I feel like my recovery time has been wonderful. Yeah, I've been enjoying the journey so far. I'm drinking, more and more water each time. Tiffany, it's okay. We literally just kind of hopped in. We were talking about Texas for a little bit. Go ahead and share with us, Tiffany. How's the MSN journey been for you? This week we'll be taking 1/4 of a teaspoon every day. So let me know how things are going with you, with anybody else too. CJ Thompson says, I'm taking it internally. It seems like it's calling me to dream. It's causing you to dream more. Is that true? It could. It could. A lot of people are saying they're having crazy dreams from it, so it could cause you to dream more. I've always been a like vivid dreamer, so It's pretty it's pretty normal for me. But for some people, yes, yes, and some people are having crazy dreams, so mhm. Okay, sorry, because 'cause I'm using this thing to do my typing, so I'm late to this challenge because I just want your channel, and plus my hair was coming out, so my dermatologist told me it can grow back. Um, don't need me, Norman. What did your dermatologist state was the reason that your hair was, coming out? Because MSM can definitely help with hair growth. I'm just curious what they were saying, about that. Oh my goodness, Terry Jones. Terry Jones said, "I'm happy to share 5 days ago, she found out she's 2 months pregnant. I can spray it in my hair or just not drink it." Yeah, congratulations. That is such a blessing, sis. How wonderful. Um, Tiffany Curious says, "I'm drinking 75 ounces of water every day." Great, great. That's what I'm drinking. I'm almost, sometimes I drink 100 ounces, but I'm between 64 is the minimum water and 100 is probably like the most I drink. Um, I had a weight gain of 7, but it went away in 4 weeks. You gained 7 pounds in the last 4 weeks, but then it went away? Can you explain yourself a little bit more, Kenny? I'm sorry. Louis says, "Hello, everyone. I put the MSM in a spray bottle with a green tea and spray it on my scalp. I'm hopeful to grow into 2 bald spots." Yes, I'm hopeful too, honey. Also, try some amla powder and brahmi, and that should also help. It depends on what type of alopecia you have, but amla powder has been shown to also help regenerate hair follicles. Uh, Anna the Amazing says, "Did y'all break out more from it?" I haven't had any breakouts, but anyone, if you guys care to share in the comment section, did any of you guys have any breakouts? If you're experiencing breakouts, you should definitely increase your water dose. That tells me you're not getting enough water with your dose, as well as make sure you guys are getting enough vitamin C as well. Okay, Lady Vera. I just started on February 18th because I discovered MSN and your channel last week. Okay, it's cool, girl. Look, you can join in anytime, right? We're in this challenge, but hop in if you can. It's never really too late. It's never too late to really grow your hair. You know what I'm saying? She said, "I've been having realistic and powerful dreams." Yeah, it does cause that, especially like in the beginning stages. Eventually, it should kind of help even out as long as you're taking your vitamin C with it and drinking your water. Okay. Uptight Curls by Amanda says, "I just finally got myself a great 64-ounce water bottle. I'm now finally 5 days in a row getting at least 64 ounces. Refilling the bottles was my biggest bottleneck." Yeah. Yeah. Drinking your water is always going to be very, very hard. But when you do, you'll see the most, the best benefits from it, and you should really not have any side effects. Okay. Lewis says, I do have CCCA." Okay, yeah, because we talked. I don't know if you were in the chat last week. We did mention about that. It can definitely help with that. So definitely look into Alma powder, Brahmi powder, along with the MSM. You can add that in the spray and spritz that on there and give yourself a nice massage. Did you also figure out whether or not the CCCA was due to vitamin deficiency or thyroid or any other issue? Not just, we talked about not just, treating the topical cause for it, but treating the internal issues. So Jovi says, "No breakouts for me, thankfully." Good, good to know. Kitty says, "I did gain the 7 pounds. My appetite increased tremendously. But as my body got used to it, my appetite went back to normal and my weight gain went away." Okay, all right, girl. I'm glad it went away. COB is the constant 1 inch per month with MSM Rail. For some people, it is. I'm not measuring Kobe until my 8 weeks are up, so about 2 months. So I'll let you guys know. I took a video of me showing you my length and the initial like MSN hair growth challenge. Some people have already experienced 1 inch in like 3 weeks. So 3 weeks in, people were stating that that's what they received already. So okay. Geneva says MSN is going well. I started late, so this will be week 3 for me. I'm taking tablets, so I'll be going up to 2 tablets daily. Recommended dose is 3. Okay, wonderful. That's great. Great. Hello, Gaming with JJ. Hi, everyone. I did break out initially, but once I added more water, I haven't had any problems. I drink 65 to 70 ounces a day. That's wonderful. Good, good. I'm glad everything went good. Like I said, water really is key to avoiding any real side effects. Terry Jones, be sure to take the omega-3 for your baby's brain development. Talk to your doctor. Wonderful. Terry Jones, thank you. I'm thankful for okay, for the girl that I have gotten while drinking it. Okay. Also, I purchased a liquid iron from your Amazon store. Amazing. I love it. Yay! I'm so glad, sis. I'm so glad. That liquid iron is, that's day for me. I take that every single day. I will take it for the rest of my life if I can. If I have to, I guess. Mary Bennett says, "Hi, everyone. I just made a fenugreek seeds and cumin seeds water with rosemary oil and carrot seed oil in it. Should I keep it refrigerated? I'm doing MSM both ways and I'm seeing growth." Wonderful. Yes, definitely keep that in the refrigerator. Anytime you have water, especially water with oil, bacteria loves to grow. And I would definitely throw that out and rebatch it within like 7 to 10 days. If you want to keep it longer, then I recommend using a preservative. You can use Optifin Plus, and what you do is you'll weigh out the mixture and then you use 1% of Optifin Plus in it, and then you should be able to keep that for quite some time. Okay. Kenny Marshall says, yes, the 1 inch was real for me. Yay, that's great. That's great. Okay. Kenny says she has the photos. Okay, sis, I see you. That's the most important thing. Like once you do any type of hair growth challenge, take your photos because sometimes you can't see it, but when you have the photos, the proof is there, y'all. Okay. Can you start another challenge after this one? I'm excited. I'll see, sis. I'll see. I did mention that I'm going to keep on with the MSM um, for quite some time, even after the challenge ends. So, yeah. I have been having, Mary said she's been having weight loss. Hey, that's good. I wish I could tell you I had some weight loss. I mean, I work out, but I can't equate the weight loss to the MSN powder because I actually have been working out really hard and trying to manage my diet. Do you still use the Harataki? I haven't used it in a little while. I've been stuck on some new herbs. But when I was using it consistently, it's very helpful for skin. Harataki is also great for brain health, memory, and all of that. So yeah, MBA for the fall. That's what I was talking to. Hi, checking in, took my dose, washed yesterday, 1 inch already. Yay! See another person, Gina, with a 1 inch of hair growth already. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy. Rhonda says, so do you suggest adding it to water as well? Rhonda, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You're talking about the MSM? Yeah, you can. So in the first video that I did on MSM powder, I show you how to add it to like a tea spray, and I show you how to add it to the oil. So I prefer honestly the spray, but I'll spray my roots and then I'll like put the oil right on top, so I get kind of like a double dose. Um, but Rhonda, I'm not 100% sure what you mean. Louise says, I was told by the dermatologist that my CCCA may have started from stress and possibly tension on scalp from hairstyle. Yeah, yeah, that's actually very common, especially with Black women, um, with the tension on our hair because we like to, like even me, I like to part my hair down the middle and also put my hair into pigtails. Anything that causes like tension, braids, cornrows, a lot of things can put tension in that area. I would also just recommend a blood test just in case as well. I'm not sure if your dermatologist would do it or you have to go back to your primary care physician to get it, but I would just test it as well. How many scoops from the container or how many grams have the people that have gained an inch in 3 weeks been taking? Okay, so that's the question to all y'all who have already gained 1 inch. How much are you guys taking? Mary Bennett, what are you doing for the weight loss? Do share, right? That sounds like Jovi. Come on. Girl, I was like, yes. Outside of me literally working out and eating less, I'm trying to figure out what's the quickest way to lose weight, honey. Um, Yolanda says, I decided to go natural and my hairstylist told me not to put any oil in my hair. What are your thoughts? Why did she tell you not to put oil into your hair? I guess that's my question. It has been shown scientifically that oils can actually help to stimulate hair growth and encourage hair growth. So I'm just curious why she told you not to do that. And what did she tell you? Did she give you a routine? Did she tell you a routine to use? It's fine to say don't put oil in your hair, but did she give you a reason and did she give you a routine for your hair growth? Tisa, do you experience headaches on a regular basis? No, you shouldn't be experiencing headaches on a regular basis. If the MSN is giving you headaches, you need to drink more water or you need to slow down that dose or lower the dose. Let's like this live, fam. Sis giving great info as usual. Thank you guys. Yes, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, that like button, y'all. I appreciate it. Kenny says, do you have a place to post photos? No, but you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do a complete blog post on the MSN on my blog, NowIamNappy.com. And I'll put a place for you guys to be able to add your photos if you want to. It's completely up to you. I will share all of my information there, and that way it'll be in like one location. So if anyone ever wants to come back to this, like I said, just because we're doing this challenge at this moment, don't feel like you can't do this and continuously after this. And if you ever want to go back for references, you can always look at this like one section that will have everything for you. Okay. Uh, Chanel says MSN is a goat. It is. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yolanda said it clots pores and weighs down hair. So Yolanda, let me tell you, there are oils that can um cause like weigh down hair and it can clog pores, but not all oils do that. Okay, so there's some oils. This is where a lot of misinformation can happen. There are oils that are penetrating oils and there are sealing oils. There are oils that can actually like again, like go down into the follicle level to encourage hair growth. There's oils that mimic your hair sebum. It really depends on, to just make a blanket statement is providing misinformation, right? Um, I think you can find oils that work best for your hair type. So I have low porosity, fine 4C strands. My hair tends to like lighter oils, oils that actually penetrate the hair strand, oils that also allow me to re-moisturize my hair. For people who have high porosity hair, they actually tend to like oils that are a little bit thicker and heavier because they can lose moisture quickly. And so the heavier oil provides a barrier or a layer to lock in moisture for them. So um, I would definitely I wouldn't just put a blanket statement out there that all oils do this because most oils actually don't, and it just depends. I can say most don't, but it really depends on the type of oils you're using. If you're using mineral oils, it can clog your hair strands, but we're not using that. We're using most of the oils I recommend you guys see me use on my channel: sweet almond oil, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, um, coconut oil. Those are all oils that are light enough and penetrating enough to really provide your hair um, some moisture and to lock in that moisture. So I wouldn't just make a blanket statement like that. Not you. I'm just saying as your hairdresser. Do you do consults? Um, it's been a little while, but I was doing hair consultations for some time via Zoom. I probably will get back to doing that. My life has just been a little bit crazy right now. But if you want to email me, I'll let you know if I do have some availability coming up. Okay, my email is at NowIamNappy@gmail.com. Thanks for your help and suggestions. You're welcome. Give me products to use. Diva Curl Cream. Oh, I'm not gonna touch Diva Curl Cream. I'm gonna, I want to touch. I want to touch my products. Okay, we're going to make suggestions. I would definitely recommend using my products. My entire line is Ayurvedic infused products: a leave-in, a curl cream, a twist cream, deep conditioner, shampoo. I have oils and butter. So I'm going to recommend my products. Diva Curl has had so much controversy, I'll say, in the last couple of years. I'm not going to go down that lane. A lot of people, I think the biggest issue is outside of the whole thing is that people were using their conditioner, their co-wash, and never really shampooing their hair. And I always, like I tell everyone, you have to shampoo your hair. You have to give your hair a cleansing base. I know that was what a lot of people were using that was causing a lot of issues, but like I said, I don't, um, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole because if I'm going to recommend some products, I'm going to recommend my entire line. Okay. Okay. I just saw Tanya said I skipped her question. Let me scroll up. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Hi. Is there a specific tea that you have to use with the MSM powder for the hairspray? Also will affect your leave-in conditioner. There's not a specific tea you can use. It's any tea you want to use. If you want to use it in a tea, it doesn't have to be a tea, but it's up to you. In the video that I initially posted with the recipes in it, it was basically a carrot. It was a carrot leave-in mixed with the previous week. I think I had did like a scalp, an itchy scalp spray. So it had herbs in it like tulsi and neem powder. So I mixed those two together and I spray that on my scalp for like hair growth and to fight any like scalp issues I had because I actually have eczema. So that's what I was using. But you can use a tea that you like. Um, Moringa tea is what I was also using at one point in the beginning because moringa is rich in vitamin C. Excuse me. So yeah, it says also will affect your leave-in conditioner. You know, you could add it to my leave-in conditioner. That works too. And just do it the way. If you look at the video, I show you how to add it to a leave-in already. So if you already have something that's already made that you want to add it to, you can easily add it there. Tiffany Kier says, I feel like the stylists that usually say no oils are the ones that do wash and goes. They usually think oils don't help with curl formation. Oh, Tiffany, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, those stylists are really anti-oils, also anti-heavy oils. But I think it's very interesting because as somebody who actually formulates products, to make blanket statements about things, unless you fully understand how products are formulated, um, it's a very it's a very limited understanding. All right, because I'm trying not to get into their whole theory about oils and stuff, but they really have this worldview about oils, and I think there are pluses and minuses to using oils, and it's all about how you use them in your regimen. I'm gonna leave it at that right now. Mary Bitter says, by the way, I ordered the Brahmi and almond powder. I can't wait to try. I can't wait for you to try them too. Almond powder is and Brahmi are good, good, great. Gina says, Diva curl. She puts that face. Jovi says, I'm slacking. I got to start taking photos of the process. Yes, Jovi, please take photos because literally, like, so many times I used to think my hairs aren't growing, and then I have the photos, and it's like, oh, yes, girl. T Love says, Diva curl is awful. Don't use that. Jovi says, I love my oils and butters, and so does my hair. Let me scroll up. Sorry. I heard that to not to put oils in your hair. I can't use oils a lot in my hair because I don't need to. I choose them very carefully and use 3 times a week. Right. I think that's the thing. To anyone using oils, to anyone using anything, honestly, oils and butters, it's really going to depend on your hair. Listen to your hair. As somebody who has like low porosity hair, I would like to re-moisturize my hair again midweek. Putting heavy things on my hair is not going to help. It's just going to further lock out moisture. And I really want to lock in moisture because the low porosity hair, the strands, the follicles are so tightly closed, moisture is like, nah, I'm good. So putting more heavy things on it is not going to help me. But for some people, it works very, very well. I don't like to make blanket statements about don't use this or don't use that. I think it could be useful for some people and some people, don't like it. And that's fair. Let's see here. Miss V, I'm doing MSN challenge and using horsetail and fenugreek on my edges that were gone. I do see results, but adding brahmi and neem benefit. So yes, brahmi is a regenerative herb. It's great for hair follicles. Also, the herbs you're using are also great too. Horse has silica, fenugreek has a nicotinic acid, proteins. Fenugreek is also great for hair loss. There's a lot of herbs that have multiple and dual uses. The neem powder, neem is a great antifungal, antibacterial herb. So if you're dealing with any like dandruff or fungal issues, dermatitis issues, neem is also a great herb to add. But don't just add something just because I'll name it, right? There's a reason why I might be suggesting something. If you're suffering from those things, you could benefit from adding those herbs. So many that are for us bias. Yes, so many Black-owned businesses to support that are for us bias. That's right. Okay, Tanya, I got your question, I think. Sassy says, stay away from Diva Curl, it ruined my friend's hair terrible. A lot of people were experiencing a lot of issues with Diva Curl. Hey! Nisi says, how much money did you save for your ingredients now that we're in a pandemic? It's putting me on a hold. Love your content. Thanks for everything. How much money did I save for my ingredients? I'm a little bit confused. What do you mean? Like to purchase the ingredients, like the initial set of ingredients? At that, I don't know how much I initially spent on that. Um, because I was already doing YouTube videos of DIYs. It wasn't until like I decided to launch my brand that I started to buy everything in bulk. So I was buying like a normal, I can't say normal, maybe like a 16-ounce bottle of things because I was, making my own products. But then once I started to sell things, that price drastically increased because 16 ounces wasn't lasting me no time. Hey now, hi. How the MSM powder work on top of the hair scale for growth? How, hey now, join. Sorry, Tammy, I'm trying to understand. How does the MSM powder work topically for hair growth? Is that what you're trying to say? I think that you're trying to say. Um, stop. Tammy, topically, you can either put it into a spritz or spray bottle, or you can use it into oil. Even though a lot of people really prefer the spray bottle, you can add it to your shampoos or conditioners or your Ayurvedic gloss. Now, how it works is that MSM powder is sulfur, and sulfur is necessary for hair growth. It's actually found in our bodies for nails, skin, and hair growth, and it works to actually help extend the anagen phase of our hair growth cycle. So the anagen is the growing phase of our hair growth cycle. So it helps to extend that so you can grow longer hair. Also, our hair is actually made up of sulfur bonds or disulfide bonds. So it actually helps to grow stronger and longer hair. I hope that explains that. Um, oops, there's a lot of conversation going on. Let me scroll down. Diva Curl changed their formula. Oh, did they? I after the whole controversy, I didn't really pay too much attention to that. Um, Kenny Marshall says I use half a teaspoon in 16.9 ounces of water per day. 1/8 of a teaspoon of MSM for every 2 ounces of leave-in spray per day. One vitamin with MSM onion juice, which has MSM. I spritz my hair at night and morning. Oh, so you're telling her, Kenny, I believe she was saying the recipe and what she used to grow that 1 inch per 4 weeks or 3 weeks per 3 weeks. Rhonda Elder says, what shampoo would you suggest? I always suggest my shampoo bars. I have shampoo bars, and actually this week for Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to craft a shampoo. You can also use herbal shampoos. So if you look on my page, I have one with aretha powder. There's a shikakai shampoo. You can make one out of black soap. I have all of these videos on my channel. They're like cleansers. If you're looking for like a detoxing like shampoo to you should detox your hair occasionally. It's going to be different for everyone depending on what you're putting on your hair, but I love clay mixtures. You have your bentonite clay, you have your rasul clay. You can add, no, mind you can add MSM powder into all of these mixtures that I just said, okay? Um, Mary Bennett says, girl, I really don't know. The only other thing I've done is added more green vegetables. Oh, we were talking about weight loss. Mary said to Jovi that she's been adding more green vegetables and beans to her regimen, and she walks a lot more. That's awesome. The iron and moringa. Yolanda says, I've always used oil, so I agree with you guys. I thought it was crazy, so I figured I would ask. No problem, girl. This is what we're here for chit chat. Irva says, bought brought Emerson a few weeks ago and would like to give it to my kids. Do you suggest? If not, what can I use on my kids' hair to grow their hair? If you're gonna use it on your kids, I definitely recommend you talk to your doctor. Okay. So Is there okay, Irva, is their hair not growing or are they not retaining length? Like I said, for most people, everyone's hair is growing unless you have some type of health condition, hormonal issue, vitamin deficiency. My real thing is they're probably not retaining length. So for you, you probably need to get a good regimen of shampooing and deep conditioning their hair at least once a week, and then following some type of LCO or LOC method. And that's that liquid oil cream or liquid cream oil, and then putting their hair into a protective style like twists, braids, or something, and leaving their hair alone. With kids, usually hair growth is not really the issue, it's really retaining that length. So it's a matter of what are you doing to their hair. Um, you know, after wash day, and how often are you washing their hair? How often are they getting that hydration to their hair, either spraying their hair, re-moisturizing it? Those are just some questions to ask. Mary says, my daughter made me a very good smoothie this morning, adding moringa powder, and I'll be trying more of them now. I love moringa powder, especially in a smoothie. Just a couple scoops in a smoothie. Kind of tastes grassy, and I like it. uh, P. Jones, when making the powder teas, should I drink the powder too or put the powder into tea bags? I have empty ones and steep strain and drink that. Am I making sense? You're making sense. Um, you don't have to drink. I think once you strain the after you steep, sorry, my brain was like, blah. Once you put the powder into the tea and you put the water on it, um, once that sits, I don't think you have to drink the powder. I do and I don't sometimes. Sometimes it's too much. But if you have the tea bags, then you can just put them into the tea bag, soak it in, throw it out. The same way you wouldn't necessarily eat the herbs that are in the tea bag. You don't have to do that. I think your dog wants to join the conversation. He always wants to join the conversation. I'm not paying him enough attention, so he'll just pop back up occasionally. He's laying like on my foot right now. So he'll just pop back up like, "Hey, I'm here," and you're not paying me any attention. So he's very demanding. Mary Bennett says, I'm up to 1 teaspoon MSM 1 time a day. Oh yeah, I've used my shampoo bar yesterday and I loved it. Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So you're already Mary, you're already up to 1 teaspoon? Y'all brave. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. And most of us not. If you're following the calendar, most of us are not at 1 teaspoon. I'm trying to stave off any side effects. So, a girl's holding out. Victory begins in the garden says, when companies are sold, the new buyer makes them cut corners. So that is my conspiracy theory on what happened to Diva Curl. Oh, probably. I mean, yeah. It's like if you become a publicly traded company, other people have access to your formulas and they will adjust them to make the most profit, right? So that's why a lot of companies you'll see were initially using like even if something as simple as like sweet almond oil or avocado oil, but now they replace that with just maybe all of its extra virgin olive oil, or now you'll see mineral oil and products because it's very, very cheap, very, very cheap to get that. So a lot of companies will try to downgrade the supplies to get the most profit. And you're right, it can cause, and they do it not just with the oils, they do it with all types of ingredients, right? So unfortunately, that's why formulas change drastically when they become like publicly traded or somebody buys them out. Uh, Oceana says, I love your dog's personality. Every time I see your dog trying to still love from you, it brings a smile to my face. Yeah. Hi, baby. Kenny Marshall, explain what you say because I don't understand properly. Okay. One kid is not retaining her length. Irva, did you, I see you're responding to what I said earlier. How often are you like manipulating her hair? What styles are you using on her hair? What products are you using on her hair and sealing her hair with? Uh, now I'm sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce your name. Cheney, Chinenye. I'm so sorry, girl. We been following each other on Instagram, and I still cannot pronounce your name. I really like your shampoo bar. The lather is so creamy. I'm glad you love it. I really was working on that thing for a while because I wanted something that was going to be creamy, but not too stripping, moisturizing, make your hair feel like okay, it's clean, and ready for that deep conditioner. Kenny says the kid will think a monster is coming for them in their dreams because MSM internal and externally can give you drug addict like dreams. Listen, Kenny, that's facts. That's all. I would say talk to your doctor. Hi, baby. He is like, I am here. I'm here, mommy. Right, baby. Don't be a brat. Um, Stickers to the plan. I am new to your channel and considering purchasing products. Can I add the MSM to your products? Yes, you can. Yes. Okay. Do you drink omelet tea? I decided to use that as my vitamin C. I haven't drinking omelet as a tea, but I've added to my smoothies and I really like it. But there's a lot of people like omelet tea. I drink moringa tea. If you recommend an omelet tea, I will try it because I love to like mix and do stuff. Coral says, "Can you Coral? I'm sorry. Can you put sea moss and moringa powder in a smoothie together?" Yes, yes, you can. Um, in my sea moss smoothie video that I have on YouTube, you pretty much can add whatever you like. I think in that video, the little packet I had has like kale and it's like a superfood greens vegetable in it. So you can throw that moringa powder, MSM, sea moss, toss all of that in there, blend it up, make it taste good, and yeah, you got it. Hey, Shelby. Hey, sis. She said, you look gorgeous and you're glowing as usual. You are a blessing, girl. Thank you. Uh, okay. Interesting topics today. Yes, yes. I'm entering week 2 and I'm up to a quarter of a teaspoon. Great, great. You exuded a radiant wellness, natural glow in all your beauty. Skin, hair, smile, and personality is godly on point. Carry on natural point. Y'all here making me feel good. Thank you. Thank you. Tammy says, another question. Can I put MSM in fenugreek and aloe vera spray and use it every day? You can. Some people might feel like the fenugreek might be too strengthening on their hair to use every day. But if it works for you, sis, do that. Use that. It's really bitter, but I notice my skin is glowing. Yeah, it can be very bitter. You can add something that makes it taste good in your water or whatever you're mixing it with. So yeah. Come here. Why did you leave? You want your bed? Oh, y'all, let me tell you about this child of mine. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring his bed in here so he'll leave me alone. Give me 1 second though. Why are you making sad noises? Huh? Okay, there you go. Come on. Good boy. All right. Kenny says we need a place to post the house from this challenge and photos. Yeah, I said, Kenny, I mentioned I was going to make a blog post on it and leave a section. I'm going to see if I can add a section where you guys can either put it in the comments and everything. So what I'm going to do is going to create a blog post that has everything for the MSN Hair Growth Challenge all together. Oh, you put honey in yours. That sounds good. That sounds good. Irva says, need a consult as soon as possible. Have been following you around. All right, girl, DM me or email me. I'll put my email here. Okay. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. So Ms. V says, what is good for frizziness? That's a loaded question. It's really going to depend on what's causing your hair frizzy. Is your hair, okay, so my question is your hair frizzy when wet? Or is your hair just frizzy when your hair is dry and you, after you styled your hair? Earth Angel says, does MSM really work topically? Yes. A lot of people said sorry, I start reading other things while I'm talking and it throws my whole brain off. Yes, it does work topically. You can get as much benefits topically as you can internally. Of course, I think you still get most from internal because, you can take it in and it can, separate. But a lot of people who are just using it topically and a lot of these hair growth challenges have great benefits. Can you explain how to use do Panthenol. Yolanda, I have a video on how to use Panthenol. Is that what you're talking about? I already have a video on that. Let me put it in the chat. I think that's what you're talking about. If you're not talking about that, I'm sorry. Let me know. But I'll drop that in the chat right now. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I almost forgot actually what I was going. I had like a special thing that I wanted to mention to you guys. But let me just drop this real quick while I'm talking. I had a special something because no one actually noticed. Not that I expect you guys to notice, but occasionally somebody will mention something about how many followers I have. And actually today, y'all, I actually reached 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I'm going to mention the details in this video. And I'm going to mention the details in the Tip Tuesday video. And I will pick a winner next Sunday, actually, on my live. All you have to do is just comment something in this video. If you commented in this video, I will enter you into the giveaway. And I'll give away my entire line. So yeah. It's kind of a thank you guys. So whoever watches this, they will see it and they can enter. And whoever watches my Tuesday video, Tip Tuesday video, just say, hey, I want to win, or congratulations, or hey, hello, whatever. And yeah, I'll enter you in. All right, let me scroll back up real quick. Shelby says, thank you for these live streams and for sharing your baby boy. Thank you. So sweet. By the way, that color looks bomb on you. Thank you. This is the Lip Revolt. I think the color is called Insurgent. I love it. Faith Mickey says, make a Pinterest page. I think you can make it accessible for anyone to add to it. Oh, okay. I have a Pinterest anyways. I mean, I use it only to like repost YouTube videos, but I could definitely make it a accessible page for everyone to add their pictures if you like. I can definitely do that. Hey, Faith, Imani, how are you? Yolanda Jean says, DL Panthenol because I watched the video, but I was still confused. Yolanda, what are you confused about? P. Jones says, it is easy to pour on compliments when it's true. Oh, you got it happening. And when I get younger, I want to be just like you. Thank you, sis. Oh man. Just when dry after styling. So if you're experiencing a lot of frizz when your hair is dry, it tells me the products are probably also not really working well for you. So you probably need to switch out your products. You might need something with a little bit more hold, or your hair may need a protein treatment. When was your last protein treatment? And also, after you do the protein treatment, you should you should deep condition your hair and then switch out products that have a bit of hold to them. Like my twist cream is like, it has like I don't even know it's not tacky, but it has like a nice little, almost like gel inside of it. So it gives it a nice hold for your hair to kind of like smooth down the frizz. Nat Freedom 215 says, I mix rose water, aloe vera juice with a quarter MSM spritz. Love it for my lock regimen. Wonderful. I'm glad. Wonderful. In the tea. Okay, Kenny's giving the recipe out. Okay. Thank you guys. I saw these congratulations. Thank you. Sweet Lady says, woohoo, you deserve to be minimum 100K by summer. Hey, let's make it a goal, y'all. I would love that. I really would be honored to reach it there. Have goals, and I love to be able to help everyone. So that's most important. Well deserved. Thank you guys. Congratulations on your followers. Please enter me. I got you down. I have I forget, like a system that I run. So pull anyone who's commented, it will pull you guys right into a thing. So you don't have to worry about, as long as you comment, you good. Okay. Congratulations. You're such a beautiful person inside and out. Oh, y'all. Thank you. I'm still being cautious about the MSM, but I'm following along with your journey. Oh, thanks, Naima. It's fine. Take your time. There's no rush. Like I said, if you don't do it this time, then do it afterwards, right? After everyone posts the results and you want to see, there's no real timeline on these things. Like, well, yes, we're doing this together, but join us whenever you're ready. Okay, yay, congratulations, more to come. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you guys. Shelby, Cass. Thank you. Thank you. Loving these chats. Shelby, the whole line, the whole line. I'm giving away the whole line. So you also will get the Oat and Owl collection, right? The shampoo bar, the deep conditioner, the leave-in, the twist cream. I'm giving out this shea butter, the oil, and the 3 gloss bars. The whole thing. The whole shebang. Okay? And it doesn't matter where you're at. So I see DT is from England. Congrats from England. Thank you, honey. If you're from England, doesn't matter. I will ship it to you guys. Okay. Hello. Is it true that MSM needs to be used with caution? I'm late to this live. Don't know if you already talked about this. It should be used with caution, especially as you begin taking it into your into your internally. You're drinking it internally because it can cause side effects like wild dreams. I'm gonna just say wild dreams, vivid dreams. Some people experience acne or headaches if they don't take it right. So the correct way to take it is to slowly introduce into your regimen, to use vitamin C and to drink at least 64 ounces of water every single day. Talk to your doctor if you have any other like underlying health issues. Definitely talk to your doctor. But yeah, a lot of people just know that MSM powder is actually used to help people with arthritis pain. It helps with inflammation in your body. So that's actually the original use of MSM. So us taking this um, for hair growth is just like I don't want to say a side effect, but it is the beneficial side effect of it. So that's a lot of people discovered that MSM works because people who were suffering from arthritis pain or joint pain were taking it and were experiencing rapid hair growth, and so that's how people started using it, and that's why we're using it. But definitely, with anything, talk to your doctor and also begin your regimen slowly. I have a video with all of the details on it. Okay. Amani says, I love all the informations. Congrats on all of your subbies. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, I scrolled up. I scrolled up too far. The ratio of DL Panthenol to the ratio of the product. I have to double check, but I believe it's 2% Panthenol to the product. So you're going to have to do the weigh the weight of the product if you're adding it to a product that you already have. This is to Yolanda. So if your product is 100 grams and you can only use 2% of Panthenol, then you'll use just 2 grams of Panthenol. Pinksy says, hi, just joining. Any advice on stopping massive hair loss after having COVID? So, I want to do more research on this because a lot of people have stated to me that they're suffering from that. I can recommend some herbs that help with hair fall, but I'm not sure if there's like a correlation to it because they were saying people who have vitamin D deficiency were having or more likely to get COVID-19. So I'm wondering, is that somehow like impacted altogether, right? So I could recommend though herbs that you could take just in general, like for hair loss, fenugreek, amla powder, brahmi powder. Those will also help with hair fall. Green tea, actually, green tea or coffee, it's the caffeine in them that will stop hair fall. But again, like I said, if there's an underlying cause, which I don't know, and I'm sure there's there's no research on it, I'm sure at this point. If it's connected to your vitamin D deficiency, I would also talk to your doctor to see if your vitamins are low in any areas, like get your blood test, run a blood panel, and see if you're deficient in anything that's also causing that and triggering that. Um, but yeah, so how so you Cassio treatment without break? Earth Angela, are you saying how to use Cassio treatment without breakage? I have a Cassio treatment video on my page. I actually have probably 2 Cassio treatments on my page. You mix it into either a mask treatment or a gloss treatment, and then you apply it to your hair. Now, cassia only lasts about 3 to 4 weeks. Like henna lasts about 4 to 6 weeks. Um, so you would want to repeat that treatment every 2 to 3 weeks, and you will also follow that up with a deep conditioner. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sonia. I see stickers. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations. I've been following, just never commented, but I've been doing the MSN challenge as well. Thank you. And I got you down, sis. I see you. What protein treatment do you suggest? Okay, Monica, I actually have a video. I did with me and my nephew. I'm gonna drop it in the chat right now. So protein treatments are, I don't want to say they're tricky, but they can be tricky, right? There are different levels of proteins. All I will say this: the general principle is you always want to find any protein that is a hydrolyzed protein, right? Because the hydrolyzed proteins are those that are small enough that can actually penetrate into your into your hair shaft to provide you the protein that's needed. So out of the way, no matter what treatment you use, if it's not hydrolyzed, like you'll hear a lot of people use the egg treatment. That's not truly going to provide a true protein treatment for your hair. The true protein treatment is the hydrolyzed ones, okay? But there are different, even within the hydrolyzed proteins. Basically, it's just protein that's broken down small enough for your hair to absorb. There are still within that, I would say, three major types of proteins. You have your small, your medium, and your large. Your small ones could be like your amino acids, your peptides, your silk proteins. Your medium-sized proteins are like your quinoa proteins, your oat proteins. Your large proteins are your wheat proteins, right? And maybe some keratin. So your hair may actually not like or prefer large proteins, but may prefer smaller proteins. So it is a kind of a little bit of a guessing game, right? For me, who has a low porosity hair, some of the larger proteins are actually what they call film forming proteins, which means they actually, instead of like truly penetrating deep into your hair strands, they lock in moisture. So they're actually like more moisturizers than they are true. And they're still protein treatments, don't get me wrong, but they're like the moisturizing protein for your hair strand because they really lock in that moisture, right? They fill in those gaps, like providing like a thick layer around. Now, the smaller of the hydrolyzed proteins, a lot of people like them. A lot of people with medium to high porosity like them. Some people with low porosity do too, but I'm just giving you a range, right? Um, those proteins can help fill in a lot of the little gaps and holes that people have from wear and tear on their hair strands, or if they are high porosity, they lose moisture quickly. So then, like the little proteins help fill that in, and then they also use a high, um, like a wheat or oat protein, and it locks in that moisture. So I mean, I know that was a lot. So, what's the best protein treatment? It can be a number of things. Honestly, I'm actually that was also going to be my second thing is that I'm dropping my protein treatment on March 1st. Um, but in the meantime, Green Beauty, she has a great real protein treatment. It's hydrolyzed proteins. I believe it has the small and large hydrolyzed proteins in it. Um, a lot of people like alpha G protein. You just want to be careful. They actually have two types. They have a reconstructor, and then they have a full two-step protein treatment. If you're new to proteins, start with something small and light first, and then work your way up, or wait for my protein treatment to drop, whatever. But yeah, but the video that I dropped in the comment section actually goes through all of that. It kind of really gives you a wider scope of proteins, and also for some people who literally say like, "Oh, my hair hates protein," and I like every time I say that, I'm like, "Oh, your hair is a protein." There's not saying there's no way your hair can't hate it, but like your hair may not like a particular type of protein. Your hair may hate silk proteins. Your hair may love oat proteins, or your hair may hate oat proteins, and your hair may love silk proteins. So you can't make a blanket statement because everyone's hair likes a different thing, right? So of course, like most things, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, but those are just some like a long-winded suggestion. I need to do a protein treatment. That is what I'm missing. And which gel again? Not sure which gel you're what I said. Um, I have a ton of DIY gel recipes on my page if you're curious about a gel recipe. Literally like probably like 4 or 5. I have like a hibiscus gel, aloe gel, oat gel, sea moss gel. I mean, you could literally just scroll through my page. There's tons of gel recipes on there. Okay, sorry. I scrolled up and there was a ton of. Okay, so Kenny's talking to Tammy. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Odessa's learning a lot from you. I'm so glad. Thank you. Um, Hello from Mozambique. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Tiffany here says gloss bars. I need that. I've been wanting it for a while, but I'm broke. I'm a broke student. Oh, well, Tiffany, I hope you win this, sis. You know what I mean? I love the gloss bars. A lot of people have been raving about the gloss bars. It's the perfect way if you're new to Ayurveda and you don't want to mix your own products together. All you do is melt that little thing down, throw in some conditioner if you like, and get your herbal goodness on, okay? So Monique says, hi, I'm really enjoying your channel. I learned so much about hair. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. Brenda says, congratulations, you're sweet. Thank you. This has to be one of the sweetest, most blessed live chats on all of YouTube. Hey! Regina says, I can't wait for the sale next month because I'm stocking up. I love these products. Thank you so much. Yeah. So March 1st, y'all, when the protein treatment drops, so does the sale going in. All right. So I've been stocking up on my products. I've been trying to make as much as I can because y'all be quick on the draw with that. Like y'all be making me work. And I'm happy about it. um Jackie says, congrats on 25K. Thank you so much. Sassy Ruby, hey, what I miss? You're giving away products and Sassy Ruby, where'd you go, sis? Where'd you go? You signed off real quick. I see Sweet Lady got you covered. She got you covered. Hmm. I love the no pain light. Congratulations on your channel, viewers. Thank you. Okay, when can I get my shampoo and all the stuff I need for my hair? My hair is thin, curly, thin, natural love, love. So you can get your stuff whenever you want, sis. But I'm going to be having a sale in March 1st. So if you want to wait till then, you can get all of your products. You want to get it now? Get it now. You know what I'm saying? So Patrice says, I'm interested in your product line. Thank you, sis. It's pretty bomb. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, I have heard nothing but great reviews, and it's really important for me to give you guys what you guys want, what you guys are asking me for in the spring. So probably starting April, I'm gonna start the hibiscus line, which was like one of the most requested one of the most requested products coming out of 2020. And so I felt like this would be a nice way to launch it in spring is my hibiscus line. Y'all love that gel and all those recipes I did with that. So, I have a couple things coming out in the future. I'm trying to, manage this, and I still work full time, my 9 to 5 job. So, your girl be busy. Because I also, I be filming for YouTube and I be still having to fill orders, still have to make products. And then I also like to create my brain be on a lot of, new creation and new things that I love to share. So, y'all know, I'll be trying to help y'all out as much as I can. Yolanda says, today is my wash day, and for my protein treatment, I had my henna mask in for 2 hours. Wonderful. She did my henna treatment last week. My hair needed it, loved it, and I mean, this is the results from it. And henna is bae for me. I know a lot of people be nervous about it, but henna is henna's my baby. Congratulations, thank you. Pinksies, thank you regarding COVID question. You're welcome. I wish I had more of an answer for you, sis, but I would love for them to do a little bit more research regarding that because you're not the first person I've heard about that. Earth Angel says, how do you get your teeth so white and pretty like that? Um, I I don't know. Everyone always asks me. I really don't drink coffee or anything. I don't drink sodas. I don't drink anything that's gonna like darken my teeth. That's it. And then I just brush them. I don't have any real secrets, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I used to do, and it's been like maybe a year at this point. I used to do charcoal treatments like I don't know, once every like 2, 3 months. but it's been over a year. I feel like once I stopped going into work and I started working from home, all of my like the things I used to do just went. So now it's just, I think it's just because I drink a lot of water. And I really don't drink any like sodas, juice, and all that stuff. So it keeps them nice and white. The last henna mask video you did, you added 2 tablespoons of deep conditioner. Would the henna treatment still be considered a mask or is it now a gloss? I guess technically it could be a gloss. It could technically be a gloss. It wasn't enough of other things in it for me to be a true gloss. Usually when I'm making a gloss treatment, I would say it's almost like a 50-50 herb to oil deep conditioner ratio. Even if it's not 50-50, maybe it's like it's a lot. I would say there would be a lot more oils and conditioner to it if I were to claim it a gloss personally. But some people would say if you add anything additional, then it's automatically a gloss. But I say if there's a lot more herbs than it is to like the oil conditioner mix, then it's probably more a mask. And my hair, I would say this, my hair responded to it more like a mask than it did a gloss treatment. I definitely still needed to deep condition after it. Sometimes with the gloss treatment, I don't need to deep condition afterwards. Pamela Brown, Earth Angel, me and my hair love honey. I love honey too. I love honey in my hair. Congrats. Thank you, Sassy Rare Breed. Earth Angel, how do you feel about mane and towel? I don't know. I've never used it. Marilyn Ossire, congratulations on reaching 25K. Thank you. I mixed my MSM with hibiscus tea. Wonderful. Do you drink that one or you spray that on your hair? Patrice just started taking MSM and vitamin C powder. I have bald 6 spots, hoping this helps. Oh, I hope that helps too, sis. I really do. Um, Patrice, you said you had that from the CCCA as well. I think that's what you had mentioned earlier. So also try out the alma powder too, sis. When you say henna, what type of henna? Henna will give a green tint until you add the indigo. So when you say henna, do you mean with indigo or not? No, Faith. Henna actually is the powder looks like a greenish tint, but when you let the dye release on the henna, there's actually only one type of henna. Now, I can't say there's only one type. There's henna only makes one color. The henna I use is called Mehendi henna, because to me that gives the richest. Personally, there are there's only probably one other type that gives a richer red color than the Mehendi, but I really like the Mehendi henna, um, because it gives I don't know, the red tones on it. I just really love it the most. But what you do is you let the dye release in the henna. Otherwise, I mean, you're not truly getting the maximum benefits of the henna treatment. So you'll put the henna and you can add other herbs if you choose not to add any other herbs to it. Let's just say you do henna, you put warm water or tea mixture on it, right? Something a little bit acidic on in the mixture. It will make the dye release a little bit quicker. You set that aside for like 5 hours. You can set it aside for 12 hours. I think up to like 12, maybe even 24 hours. I think you can set the henna aside for. And then you'll squirt that and you'll see the dye release. It'll turn to like a brownish red color. If you look at any of my videos, that are henna videos, like the henna, even the henna coffee video, I think I have like 4 or 5 henna videos on my channel, starting from like 2 years ago, because I've been using henna for like 12 years. But I'm just saying, like 2 years ago, I started posting about it on my channel from the henna gloss and all that. You can see the dye release from when it's not to when it is. So that's what is giving it the reddish color. You don't have to add anything in it. If you actually add the indigo to the henna, you're going to get a darker brown color. And if you want that black color, you have to do henna and indigo in a 2-step process. So you do the henna first and you let the dye release in the henna, right? You could do, I just say 8 hours. Let's just say 8 hours, you let the dye release in the henna. You put that in, you apply it to your hair. I say minimum of 1 hour on your hair strands. The longer you leave the henna in, the better the indigo will stick to your hair strands, right? The indigo needs the henna in order to actually bind and to show up. You rinse that out, and then you can actually add the indigo right then, or you can add it. You have to add the indigo within at least 2 to 3 days of the henna treatment for the indigo to actually work. Now, if you do the 2-step, you'll get jet black hair. And I love, oh my God, you'll get jet black hair. So if you want to have and you want to use henna, you don't want the red and you want the black hair, do the indigo in a two-step process. Now, if you want like a nice chocolatey brown color, you just add the indigo to the henna and you let that dye release. You let the dye release first, and then you add the indigo at least about 20 to 30 minutes before you're going to apply that to your hair. Because indigo takes about 30 minutes before it's like activated, right? And it releases that blue dye. And then that's what the blue is going to bind to the red molecules in the henna dye. And it's going to make your hair a nice chocolate brown. And then you have to put it on your hair. And the indigo stops being active, I think, after like 2 hours. So, that's the science on that. um, Miss, if MSM is used topically, how long would you leave it in your hair? How long would you leave it in your hair? I need to use of dried herbs of horsetail nettle and rosemary, and we'll use it as a rinse. So, Miss, we are using it. I'm spraying it on my hair twice a week and leaving it on my hair, and then I shampoo my and wash my hair every week. So I'm leaving it on for a full 7 days. There was 2 weeks ago where I didn't wash my hair for 2 weeks and I left it on for 2 weeks, and I still added more to it. So, like I said, I try to re-moisturize my hair every 2 to 3 days, depending on how it feels. So the spritz has the MSN in it, and I re-moisturized probably 4 times or 5 times within that 2 week period. Congratulations! I enjoy your video. Oh, I scrolled up too far. There we go. I enjoy your videos because it's not just about product reviews, it's about science, techniques, and ingredients. You're always helping me cure my product junkie ways. I'm glad, sis. You always be out here supporting me. I appreciate it. Um, KE says, yes, I can't wait. I need a protein treatment. Monica Reese says, does not seem smooth. Okay, maybe I skipped what you said. My hair still just seems smooth. My hair still just seems smooth with moisture. My hair does, okay, so you said does not seem smooth. Monica, can you explain what you mean a little bit? I don't know if you were talking to someone else and then just jumped in on this. Are you saying your hair doesn't feel smooth at any point, or like what's going on with your hair strands? Sweet lady, your nephew protein video is a great explanation on proteins. Nephew is too cute. Thank you, sweet lady. Yeah, that video is very helpful if anyone is really trying to understand protein treatments. I like that. Earth and oat is a protein. There are oat proteins. Oats can be a protein. There are oat proteins, and there's just oat powder. I hope that makes sense. I know it sounded weird, but Kenny says, "How do you know if hair needs protein?" It's going to depend on how your hair is responding to things. Are you having a lot of breakage? For me, it's the little ends that decide to little break off. Not shed hair, right? We all have a bit of shed hair, but the little pieces of the hair. Sometimes you see them little. I call them the little C's. When I start seeing the little C's pop around, I know my hair needs protein. That means that there's breakage on my hair, and so I need something to help strengthen those hair strands. So for me, that's about every 6 to 7 weeks. But yeah, you really should watch also when you shampoo your hair and deep condition your hair. Do you have a lot of stretch in your hair? Like, when you have that bounce back, are you getting enough what do you call that? I forget the name for it, but basically, like, do you have enough protein moisture balance? Your hair should have enough stretch in it, right? And if you're getting enough moisture and your hair is still feeling like blah, like it needs something, it just like falls flat, your hair could also need some protein treatment. Has anyone tried TPH protein treatment? It has soy, rice, barley, pea, hydrolyzed protein. I've never tried Taraji's line, but I will say this, that is a good mix. The only thing I always say that is if you don't know if your hair likes one protein or another and you use some that has like a mixture of proteins, um, you don't know which one your hair doesn't like. You'll just say, "Oh, my hair hates protein," but your hair could be like, "No, I actually just hate the rice protein," or "I just actually hate the barley protein." Even though what I'm pretty sure those proteins she used are smaller proteins. And also doing a combination of proteins gives you a more complete protein treatment, such as the small and the large. So if you're someone who's suffering, especially like um, high porosity hair, you may like that because, like I said, it has the small proteins and then it has the film forming proteins. So, it fills it in and it provides a coating barrier to make your hair feel nice and moisturized after that. So that might work very well. I have never used it, but that's it's a nice blend. If you don't know if your hair likes protein, though, I always say it's kind of hard to say like for sure because you may try it and your hair may hate it, or you may try and your hair may love it. I don't know. It really just depends on. Irma says, I want to order your line. How much will that cost approximately? I have a website. Oh, I see. Sweet lady got you covered, sis. Cersei says, I'm new to your channel. How do I get a list of your products? Cersei, if you check out Sweet Lady, she just put my products in the chat. Baby, y'all better get you some. It's bomb. Yes, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, her products are bomb. Thank you, ladies. Smells really good. I hope you don't mind me saying you're a gorgeous woman. Thank you. How do I get a list? Okay, my girl, Sweet Lady, she got you covered. Totally Natural says, hi sis, love your channel. Thank you so much. I use your oat and aloe conditioner. I'm in love with the results. Thank you, ladies. That's what I want to hear, y'all. Let me tell you, whenever I'm struggling with, sometimes, I make DIYs and I do a lot of stuff. And if things don't work out, you know what I do? I rinse it out and I slap on my deep conditioner because I know Old Faithful over here, she never, she always helps me out, okay? That slip, that moisture, that anything. That's the beauty of when you find products that work. Is there any Aerobatic herbs to avoid if you're pregnant? Also, can you still do protein treatments during pregnancy? Yes, there are herbs you should avoid while pregnant. I feel like I pulled up this list last time and I said I was going to put it on my story and I feel like I did not. So I'm sorry. Um, some herbs you want to avoid. I'll put this in the chat. Saw, palmetto, ephedra, hops, sage, comfrey. And I would say this, you want to avoid neem powder if you're going to take it or consume it internally or be rubbing it on. I'll just say neem. I'll just leave it at that. You want to be careful because neem can, they actually use neem sometimes as a, what do you call that? To help you prevent getting pregnant, but they put it on your actual cervix to stop that. So neem is more internally. If you use neem internally during pregnancy, don't do that because it can cause a miscarriage. They say it's fine topically, but I just put it out there for people. Just put it out there. Let me see here. Okay. Tiffany says, I saw some research online linking. Oh, I did Totally Natural. I forgot. Can you do protein treatments during pregnancy? Always talk to your doctor about everything during pregnancy. Always talk to your doctor. Okay. I know plenty of women who do, but I always say talk to your doctor first. Okay. I saw some research online linking excess androgens and COVID, but studies were limited. Maybe things that target androgens like coffee, tea, since caffeine has DHT blocker effects. Maybe ashwagandha. Thanks, Tiff. Yeah, there's so much that they don't understand, like the after effects from COVID on not just your hair, but your body and what those effects are going to be like in the future. So that's really interesting about the androgens as well. And she's right. Coffee and tea are great DHT blockers. So is onion powder, onion skins are also great DHT blockers. Porsche says, congrats on your 25K subscribers. Thank you, sis. You have awesome hair recipes. When can I fit in G 2-minute reconstructor without breakage? I use henna amla mask every 6 weeks and henna gloss weekly. Okay, so if you're going to do the henna gloss weekly, then let me think about that. Okay, if you're going to do the henna gloss, I would skip the henna gloss, then do the protein, the 2-minute reconstructor. Don't do the hard protein just yet. Do the 2-minute reconstructor on a week instead of doing the henna gloss, and then don't add any other strengthening herbs to that wash day. Almost have it as, I don't want to say a normal, but like a normal wash day. No henna mask, no treatments, herbal treatments like that are strengthening at all. Okay. Sarah Covington says, "Hi, how are you doing? Did you say something about arthritis? You have a product for it?" Oh, Sarah, I was talking about MSM powder. MSM powder is actually useful for those who have arthritis and joint pain. That's actually the reason people take MSM powder. Um, People take that for the joint pain and stuff. So, sorry, I was just reading ahead. So definitely get yourself some MSM powder. I have it in my Amazon store if you're curious. If you want to check it out. Sassy Rare Reset, I'm working on podcasts and I walked away. I'm not gone. Okay, sis. I just was checking on you. Sarah says I'm new and I want to know what happened to come by your chat. I happened to come by your chat. I want to know about your hair products for my natural hair. Okay, I see my girl, sweet lady. She got you in the comment section. She sent a link to my hair products, all the things I have. Okay. Um, Hi, I love your live streams. Thank you. I've got many products that you advised for my wife. Oh, wonderful. I started drinking MSM with vitamin C for 2 months. My hair has grown, but not that much. When do you think MSM acts strongly in growing hair? It depends on everybody's so different, and that's that's the name of the game. How much MSM are you drinking? Um, have you increased your dose? Or are you still drinking the same amount? Those are just some questions to ask. Dougie says she's a happy woman. I'm glad. Listen, happy wife, happy life. Dougie says, seeing the henna videos, I know what you mean. I left it only 2 hours. Okay. Do you have omelet in your products? If so, which ones? So all my gloss bars have almond powder in it. And my shampoo bar has almond powder. And yeah. Oh, my oil, my Ayurvedic oil. The my Ayurvedic oil has almond powder as well. Okay, so like I said, I've seen the henna videos. I know what you mean. I only left it on for 2 hours. That's where I went wrong. Okay. Plastic, you got to leave it for activation. Yes, yes, you do. Oh, why do you have to leave it in? Yes, yes. Congrats on 25K. You deserve it. Thank you so much. Plastic Perv, do you have any questions? I see you're asking about why you left it on, but um like you did, it definitely answered it. I use wash and go and have dry hair. So use wash and go. So what are you using in your wash and go? I mean, that can mean a lot of things. You can wash your hair with that. You should still be, if you wash your hair in co, you should still be applying some type of leave-in gel, butter, styler, something after you do your wash and go. Hello, Helen. Sticker says I have seen MSN capsules. Can we use those instead of powder? You can use them if you prefer. My recommendation is for the powder or the crystals because they actually are the most pure form of MSM to take. And usually the capsules, unfortunately, have fillers in them, and those fillers can actually cause a little bit of weight gain. Some people don't experience it. It just depends on how pure your MSM capsules are. But usually, anytime anything's in a capsule or pill form, they add fillers. Monica Reese says the gray is disrespectful and is not smooth. Oh yeah, sis. Gray hairs don't care about your life. I have them all throughout my strands. They're red now, so you probably can't see them as much. But yeah, gray strands are actually a different breed. I'm working on something for the gray hair ladies. Don't kill me, but I am. I'm working on. I say that because every I feel like every time they be like, "You don't say, Michelle." I'm like, I know, I know, I know. But seriously, I am. Uh, for the gray hair ladies, and as you know, my hair starts to gray. Oh, you can see this little red right here. Okay, let me move my hand back. Well, that's a whole gray strand, okay? But it's red from the henna that I do. But yeah, the gray strands are very unruly and they require, I think, like a lot more moisture for them to lay like smooth. And I don't know, I feel like at some point they get a little bit better, but it takes a lot and I haven't quite figured it out yet, which is why I'm working on things. I'm working on it. But I definitely think like deep conditioning your hair often, using steam. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Using steam or heat to help get some moisture into those strands. They're a different breed, y'all. What is the best way to truly determine your hair porosity? Been pretty confused for a while. fine 4C hair with high density angles and has knots. Just not clear how to be sure. Yeah, the porosity question is very common because to me it's not the water test. And I stated before, the best way to determine porosity is actually to observe how your hair is handling water. So when you get in the shower, lead Dev, does your hair immediately soak up water? Do you feel like your hair, or does your hair take a long time to get wet? Right. Also, think about when you're applying products to your hair. Do products tend to sit on your hair strand, or do they absorb pretty easily? Right. If you just kind of rub it in, do they absorb easily? So if your hair takes a long time to get wet, or it takes a long time to absorb products, or products just actually just sit on your hair, they just be like chilling, then you probably have low porosity hair. But this is something I think you need to take your time to see and absorb and observe. Can't see absorb, observe. And so if you notice, so as soon as you dip your hair in the water, your hair gets right wet. You put products in your hair, and your hair absorbs it quickly, but it also loses moisture very quickly. You're more than likely on the higher end. Just know that there's still like a range of porosity, right? So even though there's high range, normal range, and low range, you can still be within like, if I could be normal to high or somewhere in between, or I could be high to low or somewhere in between. It's a range, right? So some people can be more, it just really depends on how, and I always say this, like really, really observe, not absorb, observe how your hair is responding to products. How does your hair respond to water-based products, right? If your hair tends to like lighter water-based products, it may be on the low porosity end because it helps to absorb the water faster than something that's heavy and coating on your hair strand. Sarah says, okay, so send whatever you need to send to my page because I'm an old girl. I don't know about that, but I want to purchase your products here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Much love. Proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Did you get the link, Sarah? Sarah, did you get the link to my website for the products? I'm not sure if she did. I feel like she sent it, but I'm not sure. Becky says my wife's hair is fabulous and it's done to this lovely lady. She gives fantastic advice and keeps it real. Thank you, thank you, Dougie. What's your hair porosity? I have low porosity hair. I have low porosity, fine strands, high density. So for me, it looks like I do have a lot of strands, but my individual strand of hair is very fine. Okay. So for me, that means I tend to have a lot of breakage. That's why for me, strengthening treatments are necessary. Those who tend to have finer strands, uh, you can't do a lot too much with your hair because our hair, what's the actual? Our hair is fine, so sometimes the finer the strand, you're missing that inner. It's not the inner cortex. I forget the actual layer of the strand. You're missing it, so it's actually just weaker. So it actually breaks very easily. So that's why I get away with a lot more protein treatments as a low porosity girl. A lot of people be so scared. Oh, you're low porosity. You shouldn't be using protein. I'd be like, that doesn't always apply. Doesn't always apply. The hair density is important. Porosity is important, but it's not the only factor. It's definitely not. Helen says, I use henna, hair color, and conditioner, medium brown, and found it left my hair very dry. Henna can be a strong strengthening treatment. It could be too much for your hair strands. Um, if you're looking to start an Ayurvedic and herbal treatment, maybe try something else. Maybe try your amla powder. And again, I would focus more on, especially introducing it, add a tablespoon or two to a conditioner first, okay? Henna is a strong treatment. I love henna, but again, like I say, henna does work for me. I gave some alternatives in my last video. You can try cassia. You can try xyphus powder. Those are also coating herbs that provide moisture and some strength, but not as strong as henna. Oh, Doug, your wife says hi. Hello, dear. She loves watching your live streams as well. Hey, y'all. I'm loving this whole like joint little unit here. This is awesome. This is awesome. Sweet lady says, if you have a spirit of distraction, you'll be banned. Okay, sweet. Thank you, sis. I was actually trying to say hair tangles and knots very easily. Oh, thank you, Miss, for the live chat. I mean, for the super chat. I really appreciate you supporting, girl. You're the best. You're the best. Um, let's see here. I scrolled up too far. So, would you need a protein treatment even if you use henna? I'm confused. Okay, wait. Before I get there, I'm almost there. I'm almost back there. Was actually trying to say hair tangles and knots very easily, breaks with too much protein. Lead Dev, then use more moisturizing treatments. You may not need protein as often as 6 weeks. It depends on your hair, depends on what you're doing. Like I said, fine strands versus coarse strands. Porosity could also be a factor, but also how often you're styling your hair. For the most part, I leave my hair in twists. I'm not styling that often. Some people style very often. They heat style. That can also cause for more protein treatments. But you may just need more moisturizing treatments right now, and that's fine. Mary Bennett says, I have biotin and collagen. I have a biotin and collagen leave-in that I add MSM to. Should I use every day? What can I use just to spritz on daily? Um, I mean, that's a lot to spray on your hair daily, but if it works for you, fine. But if not, if you're looking for a daily leave-in, I have a leave-in spray that you can purchase. But also on my page, it's the horsetail and fenugreek leave-in conditioner. You can either it's a two-step. You can either just make like the tea spray from it, or you can make it into a full like creamy conditioner using emulsifiers. So I show you how to do both steps in that video. Or you can do something with, if your hair likes aloe vera, you can do aloe vera with water. Excuse me. You can do aloe vera with water and glycerin. If you don't like glycerin or the weather's too dry, try Panthenol. Panthenol is a humectant, but it's a film forming humectant, which means it's not gonna like pull moisture. It's actually going to help lock in moisture into your hair strand. So try Panthenol as well. Okay. Yaya says, hey, I'm back. Hey. Kenny says, yes, I have elasticity. I figure I don't need it then based on your explanation. Yeah, Kenny, then you may not. So I'm glad. I'm glad that's solved. Stephanie says, my hair my hair strands don't feel smooth after I pre-poo, wash, and deep condition and do the LCO method. So what am I missing? Um, They feel rough. Honestly, when you said that, my brain immediately went to, you probably have high porosity hair. So you probably need something that's actually going to help lower those cuticles. So try adding some aloe to your regimen. So you do the LOC, do LOCA. End your regimen with a acidic type of rinse or whatever. So either spray your hair with aloe and water. After you get out of after you get out of the shower with your deep conditioner, do an ACV rinse. Um, those will help to lay that cuticle down. That's what that sounds like to me. Sounds like your high porosity. Earth Angela says, so would you need a protein treatment even if you use henna? I'm confused. Yeah, there's a big controversy, Earth Angela, about this. But I'm going to tell you what, from research. Yes, you should do protein treatments even if you use henna treatments. Okay. Now, henna can act like a protein because henna binds to the keratins in your hair strand, but they are not protein treatments. Okay. They can make your hair feel stronger. They act like a protein, but they aren't a protein treatment. So, it's something I think you should do. I don't think you should do them near each other. Again, don't do a full henna treatment 1 week and then do a protein treatment the following week, because again, this is a strengthening treatment and this is a strengthening treatment. You need that moisture. So make sure you still include, and that includes for any type of Ayurvedic herbs. I think any strengthening herbs, you still need some type of protein. That's just personally, that's from the research I've done, from what I've seen, what I use. Again, you may not need a strong protein treatment. You may not need a protein every 6 weeks. You may be the person who needs a protein every 3 to 4 months, right? Um, that's that's just how it is. Everyone's hair is completely different. So, yeah. Colleen says, "Sorry, hey, sorry, what was the talk about innocent? I came in just now. Oh, girl, sorry." Yes, sis, we have long, we have long past MSM, but no, seriously, we have been doing MSM. We were taking a quarter of a teaspoon of MSM every single day now. We're drinking it internally every single day, a quarter of a teaspoon. Okay, into your water or teas or your smoothies, and you must drink it with vitamin C, and you must drink 64 ounces of water. Antoinette says, I'm new. Do you have anything specific for edges? You can use I have an Ayurvedic hair growth oil. You can put that on your edges. And that oil has 10 different herbs, and like five of them are for regenerating hair follicles. Now, again, Antoinette, if you are having some type of alopecia on your edges, um, you have to stop doing whatever it is that's causing that. So if it could be from wigs or braids or weaves or too tight hairstyles, you have to leave those alone to give your hair follicles a chance um, to grow again. So some regenerative herbs that I mentioned is amla powder, bringraj, brahmi powder, fenugreek. Um, I have one more. My brain just lost it. But anyways, those are all great herbs to use. They're also all included in my Ayurvedic hair growth oil. Definitely check that out. But also, you have to really stop doing whatever's causing that particular thing that's causing the edges. You also want to make sure to give yourself, whenever you do your oil treatments, to give yourself a nice massage on your edges, right? Massaging can be just as powerful as any type of oil treatments because it really helps to bring circulation and blood flow back to those follicles to actually give it the nutrients it needs to help them to cause them to grow. He says, I've been drinking loads of MSM. Okay, sis. We never use things the way we're supposed to. Example, MSM for hair, not paying glue for Kenny, not the glue. Lord, we will never use glue in our hair. Okay, let's never do that. Let me tell you, Tessica, she learned her lesson. She learned her lesson the hard way. Let's not ever learn the lesson that way again. Um, Earth Angel, I love your sweater. You look it looks pretty on your glowy skin. Thank you. I got the sweater at Target, y'all, for like I think like $20. Uh, last last fall actually. But thank you. I love this color on me. It's like a mustard and it's comfy. Hello, Jaka. And Miss V says, I do use black rice water treatment every 4 weeks, but still it is becoming frizzy and very little curl pattern. The rice water can actually act like a protein treatment. It sounds like you need moisture, it says like a lot of moisture. So I will leave the rice water treatments alone, and I would focus on deep conditioning your hair. Deep condition with steam or with heat, something like a plastic bag, a hot cap. Deep condition your hair a lot more, and then moisturize and seal your hair multiple times in a week. Sounds like your hair is in a little bit of a protein overload state. Deanna from Switzerland. Hello. She says, what do you suggest for white hair? Salt and pepper. Um, what are you experiencing? I mean, that could be a lot of things. Are you experiencing dryness? If you're experiencing a lot of dryness, which I feel like a lot of people with salt and pepper hair are, I recommend deep conditioning very often, at least once a week. Deep condition at least once a week with heat or with steam. So I read online someone nearly overdosed on MSN. Oh, I think anyone can overdose on anything if you take stuff in excess. Like I said, we're not taking anything outside of the range of this. This is why during this challenge, we are sticking within the range of what is recommended. So I ain't recommending doing anything extra and doing anything crazy. And always talk to your doctor. Don't do anything in excess, people. Please don't. Wesley says, congrats sis on your hair. Looks gorgeous. Do you ship to Canada? Yes, I do ship to Canada. Yes. I'll be so happy for the gray hair products. This is great. Yay. I'm glad, y'all. I'm working on it. I feel like it's a special thing, and I might actually just need some testers at some point once I feel like I have it a little more confident about it. Because I really want something that's like smoothing, because I feel like everyone I talk to says how wiry their gray strands are. And so yeah. Yes, Monica, the gray is very disrespectful. Henna didn't help my grays and left it in overnight. Maybe I did it wrong. Tanya, what kind of, okay, like multiple questions I have here. What type of henna did you use? Did you let the dye release first before applying it to your hair strands? Um, because a friend of mine actually, she actually has a bag of henna. She said she's been using, I don't know, for however long. And so she ended up purchasing my gloss bar just out of support, right? She was like, I want to support you. So she purchased my gloss bar. She didn't even realize that there was really supposed to be that type of dye release because she says her hands were yellow. She was like, "I've never applied henna and my hands were red." I mean, her hands were yellow. Her hands were red. And she said, I've never applied henna." And so I wonder, like, sometimes the henna that we buy from other places are not good quality henna. And so you don't get that dye release, which is why I'm really particular about the henna I use. And I only use a particular kind because it's pure, it's body art quality. It's the kind used to dye like your skin and your hair. So it's literally all about that. Finding a good quality and making sure you have that dye release. A lot of people cut henna with different types of things. If you're not, I don't know what's the word. They cut it with other things to try to cheap it out. I don't know, make it cheap, make it easy for them, but it's not great to add into your hair, and you never get the full properties and benefits from it. Uh, Tell me about it. Gray hair is it's a completely different breed. I'm really trying to figure out the gray strands because, like I said, as the older I get, the more strands just keep popping up in my hair, and they do whatever they want to do, and I just oblige, you know. Can you dye your hair as that gone gray around my flange? Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, my gray hair loves you already. Really is an understatement. They are at a party by themselves looking forward to the upcoming product. Yes. Let me see. My MSN does not dissolve in oil any reason. MSN does not dissolve in oil, y'all. It only dissolves in water-based products, which is why in the recipe that I shared a spritz and an oil. The spritz is for it will fully dissolve in the oil. Some people just like to have an oil that they can apply to their hair. Um, it's a preference thing. I'm glad you're thinking about us, the gray-haired people. I love y'all, okay? I got family members and I got myself. Thank you again, Miss, for the super chat. And for Style says, I emailed you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. You're welcome. Dion says the inner layer is called the medulla. Thank you. My stylist says my fine strands don't have one either. Yes, thank you, Dion. I could not think of the name for the life of me. So it's the medulla. A lot of people with fine strands don't have a medulla. And so their hair is weaker and it can break much easier. Thank you. Goodness. I could not think of the name. So yeah. So not every fine strand, but if you're some fine strands, especially the really fine ones, don't have it. And that's why people their hair breaks so quickly. The medulla is small or missing and fine. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all was helping me out and I hadn't even scrolled down far enough to see it. Y'all was throwing me the alley oop when I missed it. When is the next sale on your website? So March 1st. Sweet lady got you. Seven says, yeah, they feel rough. Okay. Why do you get single strand knots? So you can get single strand knots from a number of things. Just know our hair strands are naturally curly and they like to curl within each other. So I would say by nature of our hair, it can cause single strand knots, things that can exacerbate single strand knots. So dry strands. The drier your hair is, the worse your single strand knots are. If you leave your hair in a shrunken state often, it can cause single strand knots. So some of the best remedies I can tell you is to keep your hair stretched and moisturized. Deep condition your hair often. Don't shampoo with your and condition with your hair just all out and wild. Don't get in the shower like I don't do this. Don't get in the shower and just be in here just going all crazy. A lot of times I will shampoo my hair into twists and I'll deep condition my hair in twists. So it allows me to like once I detangle my hair, put it back in that twist so that the strands don't just be all crazy up on each other, right? My hair loves it. My hair loves to do that. As most people within our like type 4 range, type 4A, 4B, 4C, y'all, I got some patches in here that just they don't know how to act. They just want to love each other and I want them to separate. So keeping your wash day in a separate like process, like twist during that, take each section down, clean your scalp, focus on that, put the deep conditioner in, detangle your hair, put it back into large twists. And I'm not talking about mini twists. I'm talking about maybe like 8 large twists. So you can work on each section to not create more single strand knots. If I miss anything, anyone, please jump in the chat, share any tips you guys have on single strand knots. Okay, so okay, thank you. You're the best. You're welcome. Shania says, how long have you been taking MSN? We are starting actually week 5 this week on the MSN challenge. Um, is it true that I apply oil to my hair every night so that I will quickly grow in a month and become long? And this is really a loaded question. Yes and no. I mean, your hair is going to depends on what's in the oil, right? So we're taking the MSM powder in the oil to help extend our hair growth phase. It's not going to be like some real quick process. On average, people's hair grows half an inch to an inch a month. A lot of people are experiencing an inch due to the MSM hair growth challenge. But hair length is relative. How quickly are we talking, right? We want to be realistic in our expectations, right? That's one thing. I can say yes, and then what is your expectation? Are you talking about an inch? Are you talking about half an inch? Also, how are you retaining your length? Because if you're growing your hair and you're not retaining it, you'll never see the length, right? You'll just think, oh, my hair never grows, and your hair is growing. You're just not retaining any of that length. Antoinette says, thank you for answering my questions about my edges. Yes, I left the wigs alone. Thank God I have a lot of hair to cover it while I'm growing it back. Yeah. Yeah, wigs can be a blessing, but also if you don't take care of your hair, they can do a lot of damage to those edges, y'all. My name is Tanika. Did your baby go to sleep? Yeah, he was snoring. My husband just came in, so he just got up, but he was literally snoring on the floor next to me. All I did was put his little bed in here. Let me tell you, he's a little child. He's a child, and you have to like give him his bed and his toys, and I just stuck my foot next to him so then he can lay on my foot and go to sleep. Tiffany says, how long is your hair when stretched? If you want to see my hair stretched, go check out the video I did on the MSN hair growth challenge. I stretched it all there. I'm gonna link that in the chat right now. So if you guys want to see it. It's also it's like here down to in mid back or maybe almost waist length in the back. If you're taking MS internally, please stick to the recommended dosage. I had to talk some ladies down because of being too eager for hair. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I mentioned earlier. Like, don't be ODing on MSN because y'all trying to reach ridiculous lengths. Like, no, there is a recommended dose for a reason, y'all. Yeah, I have to be a great hair tester. Okay, so when it's ready, I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. Oh, Gaming Sucker says, which herb is best for hair growth? Mm. I would say it's almost gonna be a tie. Alma, you know what it is? I'll say alma powder because there's actual scientific research, but I would say alma and fenugreek pretty close. Pretty close. Tanya says, yes, the henna in the green bag. Yes, I saw the diaries as well, and I did the indigo the next day. So maybe it was the wrong henna. Can you give me the name of the right brand? I use the New Per henna and the one that's in my Amazon store. NUPUR henna. Sorry, let me link it for you. Amazon. Okay. All right. Okay. Please thumbs up the video to get this great information. Thank you. Thank you, sweet lady. Let's help her get the subbies. Yes, that's a dream. I would appreciate it. Amari says, is MSM good in orange juice? Yes, you should always take MSM powder with, or whatever, MSM in general with vitamin C. So taking it with orange juice is perfect. Wonderful. Lucky 13 says, my hair will not stay in the twist while wet. How big is your twist? You might need to make it just a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be tiny, but a little bit smaller, especially if you're uh like struggling. She said it's too, I think it's too fine and thin. Oh, then how about putting it into like three or maybe four, and I mean not three, like hair ties. And I used to do this. I have the loose satin hair ties. So I just put like I would do like, you know, right? Here I go. Right? Put them in the hair tie, and then that way, when you wash your hair, you can really still focus on your scalp, whatever. Let the water through. Take out the hair tie, let it run through. Then put the conditioner in, put the hair tie back on, and then work on the next section. Right? The point is just to really not let your hair shrink all the way up, and then like be a whole mess, right? And then, like I said, then create tangles and more knots and more issues. Let me know if that helps. Amari says, is it uh, or is it better topical? So, Amari, we're actually doing it both ways. We're taking it internally and topically. Internal is always going to be probably the best way to take anything, right? Because it goes into your bloodstream. You can get the maximum benefits. But topically has a lot of benefits too. A lot of people still see a lot of hair growth that way. When I did it in the past, I still received a lot of hair growth from just topical. Hey, Gertrude. Hello. Okay. Queen Diva says, I put MSM powder in my green tea. You can't taste it. So far, my joints feel better and my hair has changed for the better. Thank you for telling us about this. Oh, wonderful. Oh, okay. Chiniye. Chiniye? I'm terrible. By the way, my name is pronounced Chin Ayi. Chinayi. Am I right? Am I close? Am I just destroying it worse? I'm gonna like voice chat you later and you're gonna have to tell me. Or you can voice chat me on Instagram and be like, sis, get it together. Okay. You could just and it's okay because I deserve it. Um, Earth Angela, I was born with gray hair also. Oh wow. My sister actually, everyone in my family grayed early, except for me. And I guess I'm about the right age to start having some gray hairs, but all of my family, by the time they were like 10 or 11, had gray hair. My sister is like almost, my sister's a year older than me, and she's like fully gray. Not fully. She's like mostly salt and pepper, but like she's had like gray streaks since she was like 12 or 13. Like, yeah. My brother too, both my brothers, parents, just me. You know, it took me until I was like 35. Them little, maybe 34. Them little gray hairs was like, ha ha, we here. Kenny says henna indigo doesn't work for everyone. My friend has the same issue. As far as I know, she does it right based on YouTube. Oh, interesting, Kenny. I actually really never heard someone who said it doesn't. Where I heard some people whose hair is really resistant to it, but with time it will eventually take. You can also add salt to your indigo powder. I'm trying to think. Salt to your indigo powder to help it to stick a little bit better. Um, and make sure you're shampooing your hair. Make sure you're shampooing your hair before putting the henna on. All right, because you want your cuticles open and lifted to receive it. Okay, cool. That helps a lot. You're welcome. So unique. I wonder how that happens. What are the big jugs in the background? I used your henna concoction with fenugreek and almond yesterday. My hair loved it. Wonderful, wonderful. I actually have a ton of things. So I'm gonna show y'all because actually, to for Tip Tuesday, we're actually going to be making a shampoo, and so that's what I'm having here. Where is? I'm gonna bring my other stuff down too. All the rest that you see here are oils. These are all oils. This is castor oil. There's I think this is sweet almond oil. Sweet almond. I have like 5 gallons of sweet almond oil. I have 5 gallons of avocado oil. So that's what those other things are. But these here These are going to be some of the surfactants I'm going to use to make my shampoo that I'm going to make tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for Tip Tuesday for y'all. So these are the ingredients I'm using. Okay. These are surfactants. This is not a surfactant. This is a conditioning additive. This is polycordonum 7. I also have sodium cosyl isothanate, whatever. All of these will be used in the shampoo. One of the wonderful things about, and y'all get the full video on Tip Tuesday, but one of the wonderful things I've learned about crafting shampoos is to make a shampoo less harsh on your hair, you should use multiple surfactants. And you can find less harsh surfactants. So the surfactants that I've chosen are less harsh, and the more you combine them together, they become a less harsh shampoo. So this is going to be a very moisturizing shampoo for us. Of course, I'm going to add some Ayurvedic herbs or herbal infusion into this with y'all. But I'm really excited. It's the only thing that I feel like you know I'm missing. So I got a couple things here for y'all. Okay. I really look forward to these Sunday chats filled with so much information. Thanks, Ash. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Is MSM better topical or in a drink? If you had to choose one, just do a drink then. Hello. Mountain Rose Herbs has a nice natural henna, alma, and more herbs mist, and it's a dye. My aunt has gray hair, and I got it for her. It works great. They have black, brown, and another one. That's great. That's great, Sassy Reverie. Also, let me tell you, my gloss bars. I have a henna gloss bar that's also amazing. So, yeah. I joined the challenge 2 weeks ago, but by day 6, I had massive chest pains. I stopped for 2 days. The chest pain seemed to be rearing its ugly head again. Do I stop and stick to topical use? Oh yes, girl. Stop. Anything that's causing chest pains, please stop. As I recommended, always go to your doctor before you begin any type of anything, any type of regimen. Go to your doctor, especially you taking it internally. Yeah, if I was experiencing chest pain, I'll stop. If I was experiencing anything, any adverse effects, I would stop. I'm not one to play with that. Okay. Um, I know, right? But my oldest daughter was born with gray and a few strands of really red hair, but her hair is beautiful. Oh wow. All right, all right, y'all. Let me know if there's anything else. I know I said we were going to set up the women's chat. I did not get to it this week. I will be emailing y'all who are interested in a women's chat. A lot of y'all sent me your emails, so I will just email you guys back the Zoom link. I'm thinking of doing it after these what you call it? After these YouTube lives, but I'll see a time that works for everybody. I just have a few more things I need to finish. I'm trying to get because I'm about to have my sale and I'm about to drop a new product, so I'm trying to get as much done before I start committing to more things. So let me just read here what's going on. I know right now what was right here. Okay. I'd like to purchase one of your shampoo bars. Could I dilute a chunk of it in some warm water or aloe vera juice? If so, do you have any recommendations? Um, I'm actually not sure if you can do that. It's not like black soap in which you can just, you can dissolve black soap. That's a really good question, Shelby. Now you know I'm gonna go cut a piece off and attempt that, right? That's the next thing I'm about to do. I'll let you know for sure though. Kenny Marshall had heart actuations at the beginning, but they went away. Oh my goodness. Y'all here messing with your heart? So, fluctuations. I heard what can happen is that some people uh get experience what they call like a detox from their body when they take the MSM powder or just MSM in general. Um, I'm not sure. I think, like I said, everybody affects and experiences things differently. And that's why I always tell everybody to go to your doctors. Okay, I don't play that mess. So, I would definitely stop taking anything that was causing that. I do know that some people said they go through a period of detox when they take MSM, and then their body can regulate it, which is why we were starting very, very slowly. So we didn't put our bodies into a detox, right? You start off just slow. You introduce, again, very slowly. We started at 1/8 of a teaspoon every other day, and now we're up to a quarter of a teaspoon. We're just starting inching slowly and slowly. We're not trying to shock our bodies and shock our systems into some crazy state of detox. Sassy Baby said, "Do you like henna soup?" Yes, I love henna soup. Y'all always ask me this question. I don't I don't know why y'all if y'all actually scroll back like last year? Yeah, last year, me and Henna Souk had a whole partnership for 6 months. I worked with her. Me and Khadijah are I love that girl. She's awesome. She was actually, let me tell you, she was actually the first person I ordered henna from 12 years ago. When she had first opened up her shop, I had first went natural, tried henna, and I used her for years, for years. Yeah. Um, Shelby says, "Okay, maybe I'll try it with you." All right, Shelby, we'll just try it together. I had never thought about that, but here we are. This is the point of this live, right? So far, I had all the side effects, and they all went away. Oh wow, yeah. A lot of people do. People, like I said, I think your body goes through that state of detox. Everybody's so different. This time around, I didn't have any. The first time around, y'all had every side effect and all crazy, wild, ridiculous dreams and all types of things, headaches. And this time around, like I said, I introduced slowly. We talked about the vitamin C. I did the water, and it worked for me. I didn't have any side effects. So, um, yeah. I didn't think it worked. Now I use the red Raj henna and indigo first, which gives a brown tone, and then follow with indigo alone, and it actually works. My hair roots are gray prior to doing this. Yeah, Raj. That was the other one I could not remember, Regina, earlier when I was saying that there's another henna that gives a beautiful red color, and it is the red Raj. And henna souk is one of the, and I'm not saying anyone else doesn't have good red Raj, but henna souk is one of the only red Raj hennas that I like. You have to be careful with some people who sell henna because they don't sell a pure dose, or not pure dose, but a pure henna, or they like to mix it with other things. But henna souk and that red Raj, it gives such a beautiful red color. Oh my goodness! So I'm glad that that works, and that may work for you. Who else was saying that the other one didn't work? So Mary, that's why I like henna and Cassie. It highlights the white hairs. Okay, I started my MSM over a month ago. My hair has grown like crazy. No BS. I only use pure kind of crystals. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. The crystals are the purest one to use. How long does it take to see results from the MSM? A lot of people are seeing results within 3 to 4 weeks. Like I said, you probably weren't on the chat earlier, but I'm not I'm trying not to measure because I get a length obsessed. I'm going to do my measurements at the end of the challenge on the 8 weeks. So I'll know for sure more then. I can just tell you from how my hair is looking and feeling, it's definitely grown. And it feels uh more dense. So we shall see. I'm going to do my final length check on the 8th week. So we have 4 more weeks, about 4 more weeks, full weeks left in the challenge. But a lot of people, I'll let them tell you in the chat how long it took. Um, oh, Charlotte says, I also use it with vitamin C powder. That makes it more potent. Yes, you have to use it with vitamin C. Yes, you do. Thanks. Good one, Charlotte. So I saw results in 2 weeks. Crazy. I started 1/8 of a teaspoon every day. I just might do it every other day. But can I apply it topically every day? It's in my oil. Um, you can apply it topically. The minimum for this challenge was twice a week topically. Um, so I mean, I don't oil my scalp every day, but if that's what you do and it works for you, you do know though, like when you apply things topically, it does have the potential to still seep into your skin. So doing something every day might still be a lot, which is why I recommend it just twice a week in the beginning. So start out slow. Girl, I've always been afraid of henna, except I like henna tattoo. Earth Angel, Mary Bennett, and Earth Angel. A lot of people were terrified of henna. There's been so many horror stories. I feel like of henna. Uh, Jaka says, for me, it makes my scalp itchy a lot. Jaka, are you talking about the henna or the MSM makes your scalp itchy? Tiffany says, how long did it take for your hair to improve with iron when you had iron deficiency? Whew, 6 months for me. I was severely deficient though, because like for me, like I fainted and all that. If you ever watch my iron anemia story, I fainted in the street, and so my iron was so low that first of all, my iron stores had to get full before it decided to actually like give stuff to my hair and stuff. So it took about 6 months, maybe 9 months even, for me to really see a major difference in my hair. So just be patient with it. It's not going to be, and like I said, it may not, if you're not as deficient as I was, you may see it in 3 months. You're not going to, I don't personally think you're going to see it in a month unless you're getting like iron infusions, and you can get your iron stores. It's really the stores, the iron stores that are causing like, I can't say it's just the iron stores, but the iron stores have to be full for your body to give it to excess, right? Your iron is literally going, once you start finally getting to a good level, your body's going to like store that for itself for just the internal. And then it's going to be like, all right, we have enough to go into the stores. If you think about it, it's like almost like two batteries, right? You have the one battery that's the storage, and then you have the one battery that it's using like for daily, like, okay, we're adding for your blood, we're adding it for your heart and your wherever it's sitting the iron, right? But if this is depleted and this is depleted, the storage one has to be full for your body to give it to your hair and your nails and your skin. So it's going to take like time. It just depends on how anemic you are. Like I was severely, I had like, no, they were about to blood transfusion, like sis, it was serious at that point. So you may not be at that serious point. Um, it may take you much less time. For me, it was like, nah, nah, it was struggle. I was struggle bus for a long time. Charlotte says, I made a homemade henna fenugreek paste mask last weekend. My hair felt very conditioned. I use henna souk. It's great. Yeah, I love henna souk. I love her products. Great quality products. Maybe I have yet to do one. I have my birthday coming out. Okay. That's where I get mine from, henna souk. Awesome, awesome. If you take the MSM with pills that have vitamin C, or should I take vitamin C shots? You can take just take it with vitamin C. I don't know what C shots are, but you can take it with pills that are vitamin C, gummies. You can take the powder. As long as you're taking it with vitamin C, that's the most important thing. Kenny Marshall says, I measure every 4 weeks because I want to see the max rate my hair will grow in 1 month. Oh, that's good. That's actually a good thing. I always think I'm not doing it right. Yeah, okay. Is it enough that the pills have vitamin C? I mean, I don't know what pills you're talking about. Uh, Afia, and how much vitamin C is in the pills? Like, I need a little bit more information, but there's nothing wrong with taking it like in a pill that contains vitamin C, but that's a I don't know what you're talking about. Jaka, okay, you said the MSM makes your scalp itchy. All right, well then just take it internally then. Or do it if you're going to use it, do it before wash day. You don't have to use it like I said, um, multiple times throughout the week if you don't want to. It's fine. Um, then just take it internally if it's making your scalp itchy. I'm late. Can you share the challenge? Oh, Shelby's leaving. Bye, Shelby. I'm gonna scroll up. Oh, sweet lady she got me. Thank you, sweet lady. I didn't know you had experience with anemia. Thank the Lord. Thank you. Yeah, it was real. It was real out here. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I just heard. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll. I scroll up and I scroll down, and I lost my spot. Can you? Okay, just join Agape Love from England. Agape Love, dear. Okay, topically twice a week. Thanks. Okay, how often you MSN infused with vitamin C in the oil? I came in late. Thank you. I'm using it twice a week. Charlotte Rose. I use a DK Brown semi-permanent color on top of my henna, and I've never had a problem doing it for years. That's wonderful. Jacka, maybe because I'm using it every day. Yeah, I wouldn't use it every day. I wouldn't. Um, Also, if you're using it, are you putting some type of water or spritz something on your hair before applying the oil? I just heard you say you use MSN twice a week. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Shelby, I didn't know you had that experience with anemia. Okay. Tuesday last week, I tried MSM for the first time and I had a teaspoon and mixed it with 250 milliliters. I felt tired and started tripping like I was high. Oh, sis. Yeah, it's not recommended, Ellie, that you start off that high. In this challenge, we started off with 1/8 of a teaspoon every other day. So, yeah, I would not recommend you just jump in like that, sis. Yeah. I don't have anything for you than that. I hope you at least drink a ton of water afterward to try to detox your system, but you probably just shocked your system, right? So that's a lot. The recommended dose, even on the package, is not a teaspoon. So I wouldn't recommend that. Can you say I had 1 month improvement after several iron infusions I maintained by taking iron pills and vitamin C? Yes, that's great. Yeah, iron pills and vitamin C. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Well, I don't prefer the pills. I prefer, the kind I prefer. Iron deficiency anemia is only one type of anemia. There's also vitamin deficiency anemia, and with that type, you need B12 and folate. Yeah, there's multiple types of anemia. I was talking about my iron deficiency anemia in particular. And I think the person who was asking, I think she was talking about iron deficiency anemia too. God bless y'all. Gonna get some rest. Have a lovely night, Shelby. Charlotte R says the MSM pills are full of fillers. Right, right. Ellie says I mix MSM with water. Yeah, Ellie, I definitely recommend you check out my MSM hair growth challenge video that has all of the details in it. You should definitely be taking your MSM powder with vitamin C and drinking at least 64 ounces of water with it. And I highly recommend mixing it again with either like a smoothie or a tea, something that's going to mask the flavor because it can be a little bit bitter. But yeah, I mean, the choice is up to you if you don't mind the taste of it. Mhm. I take iron and B12 for my anemia. Okay. Okay. Yes, I mix it with my aloe vera water and I just spray it and then put my oil on top. Okay. Yeah, it might just be too much right now, Jacka. I would definitely reduce. How much less? Kenny says, I got some drunk MSM stories too. Y'all wild out here. Alex says, thank you for your advice. Much appreciated. You're welcome. Yeah, MSM it can be a wild experience if you don't take it, you don't introduce it into your body slowly, and even if you do, you can still have some wild side effects. So yeah. I guess the high is the funniest thing to me. Even the nightmares were funny once I woke up. I must be crazy. Girl, what funny? You crazy. You wild out here. No, my nightmares, when I had it the first time, like I said, I had really bad, vivid nightmares and dreams and all types of things going on. But this time, no. This time I still like I'm a dreamer, so it doesn't like my dreams just haven't been crazy. So, doing things the right way. That's where to go. So as Lucky says, thank you for everything. I'm out. Blessings to all. Stay safe. Oh, thank you. Does anyone have any suggestions to mask the taste of MSM? I'm putting in orange juice, but the taste is terrible. I'm looking for new suggestions. Try a smoothie. Try a smoothie. A smoothie like with I put like strawberries, blueberries, mango, a little bit of orange juice, water, MSM, scoop of moringa. Anyone else feel free to share? If we use MSM topically in water, should vitamin C be included in the mixture? Or do we need the vitamin C when taking it internally? Um, I use it anytime I'm using it. Topically, internally, every time I'm using MSM, I take it with vitamin C. I just joined the conversation, but I want to ask, if one suffers anemia, can that prevent you from growing your hair because of lack of? Yes, yes. Anastasia, I actually did a whole video about my iron anemia hair loss story. Basically, I developed a whole patch right in here of balding. In particular, they call it the CCCA. It can slow hair growth. My hair was growing very slowly. I was experiencing shedding, breakage, thinning. I mean, all types of things going on in my hair that I just didn't weren't paying too much attention to. I was also much younger at the time. Um, so yeah, definitely get that checked out. But vitamin D, low vitamin D levels can cause that. Vitamin B12, uh, thyroids, all of those issues can actually cause hair loss. So it's something that every week I get in here and I'm going to tell y'all every single week to go get a blood test. Go talk to your doctor, go tell them, hey, check my thyroid, check my blood, check my vitamin, check everything, right? See what's going on. If anyone's experiencing hair fall, definitely go get tested, check, find out what's going on internally in your body, okay? Dragon says, do you leave the mixture in the refrigerator? No, I don't because I have a preservative in mine. And I share that recipe with you in the MSN Hair Growth Challenge video. P. Jones, I have to go. All be well, and I'll see you next Sunday. All right, see you. Be safe as well, honey. Happy hair growing, y'all. We'll definitely say you right. Definitely can. See you next week. Okay. My edges never grow back. My edges never grow back from anemia. I'm going to a derm. Yeah, you should definitely go to a dermatologist. The only problem, not the only problem, I always definitely recommend going to a dermatologist. If you can find a black dermatologist, go to a black dermatologist. Um, the issue I was going to say that a lot of people have with hair fall and hair loss, and alopecia related hair loss, traction alopecia, CCCA, is that once the scarring occurs on whatever area of the hair follicle, so if it's on the edges and you have alopecia scarring on your edges, if you have the CCCA scarring on the scalp, the hair the hair follicle is pretty much closed, and I don't think as of yet there has been research on them being able to reopen it. So you want to get in a and you want to address the issue before that follicle becomes scarred and closes, right? So I always tell people like don't if it's been like years and years and years and your edges are gone, I'm not saying they're gone forever because I don't know if you have scarring at that point, but once the scarring happens, I don't think there is anything as of yet that they've been found to be able to reactivate those follicles. That means they're pretty much dead. That's try to address it before it gets to that point. Marie says, I put 2 scoops in my 8-ounce coffee in the mornings every other day. Good, great, great. Stress causes hair loss and increased hair manipulation too. Yes, yes. Stress, stress causes so many issues, y'all. Someone told me that putting MSM in coffee will negatively affect the results. Not true. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Um, it's probably when I try to think about it. Let me think about it. Does coffee can stop the absorption of some vitamins and minerals, and maybe that's what's happening. Maybe it's not fully absorbed. So maybe that's what they're saying. So try it maybe with tea instead of coffee if you can. Anemia can cause serious health issues, actually, even dental. I was 1.9 at one time. Oh, sassy. Girl. That's crazy. Yeah, anemia can that's what I always say. I tell people like hair loss is just one thing, but anemia can cause so many other. It was like I had like big dark circles under my eyes and my skin. Everyone's telling me that you look so pale, like you're like ashy, like I don't know, but it was due to my anemia. My nails will also be like this, like blue, like in here. It was wild. It was a wild time. I don't know how I even managed to get to that point. Marie says on other days I do protein powder. Okay. Lemon water works for me. Great, great, great. Jacka, oh, I have to, but I didn't put it in the mixture, and I thank you. And thank you. I will add on my mixture. I'm learning a lot. Great, great. My 6-year-old aunt only sees black doctors. Yes, I don't blame her. I'm trying to. That's how I'm trying to be. Okay, if I can find one, that's where I'm going. All right, Patrice. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday too. Thanks for all your knowledge. See you next Sunday. I'll be on the lookout for your product giveaway. All right, sis. All right. If God were to judge us by the Ten Commandments, okay. Oh my God, bless our hair to be thick, long, and healthy. Amen. I know that's right. What about mixing MSM with moringa to make a tea? Yes, sis. In my video, that's what I did. And I drink moringa tea. Yes, with the MSM. And you don't necessarily need to add any more vitamin C to it because of moringa powder being rich, rich, rich in vitamin C. Kenny says, I have a feeling my edges, they won't grow back, but crackling hair will make up for that. I'll get some black paint or something. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Live your best life, Kenny. You know what I mean? Marie says you need coffee in the morning. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. I haven't, like I said, I haven't read anything directly that said taking coffee with your MSM won't, but I do know that sometimes coffee can hinder some of the vitamins from being fully absorbed. But I haven't read anything exactly on that particular thing about the MSM. Hello, Reed. You're late. It's okay, girl. You have to go back and hear all the stuff we done talked about live. We done talked about everything. Thank you for sharing information. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day too. Thank you. We're all in agreement. Haven't been able to check my growth, but I see my edges growing back. Oh, yay! That's awesome. I love to hear stuff like that. Get them edges, girl. All right, y'all. Is there any other questions or anything? I am actually winding down myself. I'm a little tired, but let me know. All right. But just let me know. And yeah, I'm excited for next week. And this week, finishing our quarter of a teaspoon in our water with vitamin C or in your smoothies, in your teas, and your whatever you're taking it with. Yeah. So I love that you read all the comments. I really try to. I try to answer and help everybody out. So, I'm here for y'all, really. But that's it. I'll wait. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'll let y'all say anything. Thanks for everything. I have to go. All right, me too, sis. I'll see you next Sunday. Topics colored hair thickener is a great cover for thin, sickly looking edges. Okay. Tammy said I have moringa powder, but expired last month. Can I still use it or I have to toss it? Because still whole bag, not much is used. So when things expire, they are just less potent and less potent. I would recommend if you don't want to throw it away, then use it topically. It's not going to be as strong, but I'm not one for taking things internally after being expired, but um, that's my personal preference. See y'all next week. Could you just summarize for me? I missed some of it. About the MSM. So MSM, we're taking a quarter of a teaspoon with vitamin C in either our tea, water, or smoothie mixture every day, and we're drinking 64 ounces of water every single day. All the rest, girl, you have to go back and watch because that's a lot. It's a lot. You're welcome. You're welcome, some girls. Thank you, Reed. You're welcome. Thank you, sweet lady, for moderating and helping me out, girl, because I know you are a blessing. Okay. Peace and blessings. Have a good evening too. I'll see y'all all next Sunday as usual. Good night, Mary. Have a good one. All right, Lion of Judah. This is a bit much. All right, have a good one.